All right, everybody, welcome back. We've got another true crime for you. This one involves a convicted sex offender,
A really tall bridge.
and some relentless police work. This case is You're Not Dead. Now, this was one of our cases from Pinal County, and this happened. I'm going to have to break this one down a little bit, kind of go backwards as opposed to starting where the crime occurred. We'll go all the way back 20 years ago. A man named Benjamin Hollins catches a sex offender charge. Now, I don't know what it is. It's hard to find it. I don't know if California did away with it or something, but he was a convicted sex offender from California and had a requirement to register as a sex offender.
Yep.
So we get him in our county. He's living in Pinal County in Arizona City. And Benjamin Hollins, he's supposed to register. He does not do that. So in 2018, we charge him for failing to register as a sex offender from his charges from California. So he catches a charge. Now, the guy should probably be in jail for a period of time if you violate that. Yeah. And I don't even... based on what I'm going to tell you next, it leaves me to believe that maybe this involved a minor as well, because not long after we found him failing to register as a sex offender, Benjamin Hollins actually, who was working as a behavioral health person.
Yeah, behavioral health coach, which that's mind-boggling to me.
A behavioral
alarming
health
as a
counselor.
parent. Yes.
And he attempts to kidnap and molest a 16-year-old girl that was in his care as a behavioral health coach. He was taking advantage of this girl. And so we charge him with that. Now we go into October of 2023. We get a call. One of the agencies gets a call. I don't think it came to our county because this was outside of our county. But a call comes in saying that a man had just jumped off the Roosevelt Lake Bridge. She said that Benjamin Hollins committed suicide, jumped off, and it's a high bridge.
It's really high. We drive over it fairly often.
Yeah.
And it's a big one.
And one of the things that sheriffs in Arizona are responsible for, per the Constitution of Arizona, is we're responsible for search and rescue. So Maricopa County sends out search and rescue to look for this guy who had supposedly thrown himself off this bridge. They expend a ton of resources looking for him, but they eventually don't find anybody. They never find Benjamin Hollins. So the case kind of goes cold, and he stops registering, obviously, as a sex offender because this lady says he's dead, and we couldn't find a body, so now he's presumed dead. But when I talked about the relentless law enforcement, fortunately, Chandler Police Department did not give up on it. They continued to look for him, and they actually found him living with a family. This is where he was living with a family that had children, and they had no idea who he was. He had changed his name, was going under a different name, and now he's living with this family.
Okay, that's wrong to me. Like, how, first of all, who is this family that's just going to allow this random dude that they don't know? They said they don't know who he is. Well, then why are you letting him live with your family, with kids?
Exactly.
There was kids in the house.
This is a perfect example of why you don't, because they could potentially be a convicted sex offender. Well, this guy,
not trust people.
They track him down. So they notify us at Pinal County Sheriff's Office. We execute a search warrant. And on May 14th of 2024, we arrest Benjamin Hollins. This is the picture of the arrest. And then he gets booked in right here. We booked him in. And we charged him above and beyond his failing to register as a sex offender. We actually charged him with fraudulent schemes and artifices. And
Creative.
And it's a heavy charge. I'm going to tell you what fraudulent schemes and artifices is. Can you go ahead and read number A or letter A?
Any person who, pursuant to a scheme or artifice to defraud, knowingly obtains any benefit by means of false or fraudulent pretenses, representations, promises, or material omissions is guilty of a Class 2 felony.
Well, Class 2 felony in Arizona is pretty heavy. Murder is a Class 1 felony. Class 2 felony is a pretty serious violation. And so we arrest him, charge him. This time, he doesn't get out. And we don't send the sex offender back to the streets. That's the beauty of Pinal County. We believe in the rule of law. He's held. And A year later, in October of 2025, he takes a plea and he gets 2 years for the failing to register as a sex offender. And he got 15 years and 9 months for the fraudulent schemes and practices. When we found him, we did a video, and we're going to watch that video right now. Check this video out. This is what we did on YouTube or on Facebook when we found him. Here we go.
Wild. A sex offender fakes his own death to hide from us. Benjamin Hollins, a man from California, convicted sex offender, moves out to Arizona and fails to register as a sex offender. In 2018, he catches another charge. He reoffends. Shouldn't have been even out, but he reoffends, gets supervised probation, and one of those things is he's supposed to register as a sex offender. Well, in October, he has a woman help him fake his own death. She files a police report that Benjamin jumped off the bridge at the Roosevelt Dam. Now, a lot of resources were wasted looking for his body, which was clearly not found because he wasn't dead. But once Benjamin was dead, he stopped registering. The sex offender registration lapsed. Fortunately for us, Chandler PD didn't give up. They kept investigating and they found him. He was living in Mesa under a false identity. Now, our SWAT team, Pinal County Regional SWAT team, went out and took him into custody. He was living with the family with children. They had no idea who he even was.
We've already seen your face,
but,
dude.
You know what? He was a little bit surprised to see us, but I'm glad that our detectives and our deputies and Chandler PD worked hard because he now is going to be held accountable for his actions. So, nice try, Benjamin. We found you. You're not dead. We're going to hold you accountable. God bless everybody.
Oh, boy.
We found you. You're not dead. That got a lot of media attention across the country, but you don't see these cases every day. And here's what I love about it. Ultimately, he was held accountable. I believe that, based on his effort to kidnap and molest a 16-year-old girl, that his charges from California were could have potentially been involved a minor as well.
Well, my question is, what about the woman who helped him fake his death? She should actually be charged too, and she could be charged for that class 2.
And I don't know if she was charged because that was not our county where she filed the fake report.
Well, she should be.
She should be charged. She should absolutely be charged. But we caught him. We found you. You're not dead. Benjamin Hollins. You know where he is, though? He's in prison.
Yeah.
He's actually in Iman Meadows. So he's actually in Florence, right behind the sheriff's office in Florence. And he's going to be there for 15 years and 9 months because that's what he got for the fraudulent schemes and artifices. So
are his charges concurrent, the 2 years and then 15
good
years?
question.
Or are they
Janelle's learned what
consecutive?
concurrent is and what consecutive is. He actually caught 3 different charges. So he got 2 years and 6 months for the failure to register as a sex offender. He got caught for 2 charges of fraudulent schemes and artifices, 15 years, 9 months each. But those will run concurrent, which means that all of them are being served at the same time. So my guess is he'll have to serve at least 85% of those. So probably 12 years, 11, 12 years at least till he'll be in prison. And then I'm guessing he'll be registered as a sex offender for the rest of his life.
Well,
so
theoretically, he will be, but hopefully.
let us know what you think. We kept on him. We could have let him go, and Chandler PD, great work by them to keep on it and find this guy even after he faked his own death. And we were able to bring him to justice. Couldn't have happened to a worse guy.
Well, and note to self, don't let random people live in your house.
Yeah.
They might be under a fake identity
That's right.
and they might not be a good person.
We found you. You're not dead. That's the case of Benjamin Hollins. We'll catch you on the next True Crime. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends about the channel as well.